Wishes and giving, a glass raised in joy and our voices in singing, beauty to treasure and give with good cheer. Magic is everywhere this time of year.
Brattleboro Area Hospice is ringing in the holidays with a very special pop-up shop on Friday and Saturday, December 2nd and 3rd, at the Atrium in the Brooks House, downtown Brattleboro. The shop will feature carefully selected items including jewelry, books, toys, linens, works of art, clothing, pottery, and many other fine things to inspire gift-giving and to raise money for Brattleboro Area Hospice. Join us as we appreciate the richness of the hospice community and celebrate the season.
Forget the mad rush to the mall's crush. This is where local starts. The treasures you find are all one of a kind, and you're giving a gift from the heart.
37 degrees outside at 21 minutes before the 9 o'clock hour. Chris Lenoir back with you on the Green Mountain Mornings program, playing that PSA by special request from Andrea Livermore of Brattleboro Hospice here in the studio with me. Good to see you, Andrea.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
And joining you is Carmen Virgilo, the digital marketing manager for Brattleboro Subaru. Good to see you again, Carmen.
Good to see you too.
And documenting this as a digital marketer does,
yes,
so people
sir.
will be able to see it on the Brattleboro Subaru website later
That's
on.
correct.
I assume.
And on our Facebook,
Yeah.
you know.
See radio on the video. That's always a cool thing. Cool thing that's been going on, Andrea, with the Brattleboro Hospice. This is the second pop-up shop that you've been doing for Gallery Walk, if I remember correctly. Didn't you do one back in, I want to say, September?
Actually, we've been doing online pop-up auctions
online, okay.
since May. We've done one a month since May, and what's going to happen beginning this Friday night, December 2nd, is we're ending the whole pop-up initiative with a live pop-up shop in downtown Brattleboro. We're really excited about it. It's going to be Friday night from 5 until 8:30, consistent with Gallery Walk, in the Brooks House Atrium. On Friday night, there'll be local music by the Moondogs,
Nice.
Dante Corzano's trio. We'll have yummy snacks prepared by the Brattleboro Area Hospice Board, and amazing shopping, sort of compliments of experienced goods. The entire event is curated for gift giving. Most of the items will be under $20. There will be some higher end items. And we really, really encourage people to come out and support Brattleboro Area Hospice and do a little bit of holiday shopping. Again, you can do it Friday night or you can do it all day Saturday from really 10 until 3.
And that'll be in the Brooks House Atrium as well.
Yes.
Yeah, all the stuff will be there. Now, when you talk about the item price, we're not talking about an auction format this time, unlike the previous pop-up auctions that you're doing.
Right, we're not. We're talking about just straight-out shopping. There will be a teacup raffle where you can basically buy a certain amount of raffle tickets and enter a raffle in order to win some of the fun goodies. You can make a donation to hospice in somebody's name, which is a nice way to give something that's less material for Christmas. We'll have some cards that you could present to your friend or loved one if you chose to do that. So there's a wide array of opportunities.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about how this has worked for hospice. You had a few different goals, obviously a fundraising goal, but also an awareness goal when you started this pop-up endeavor. How has that worked out? Or I forgot, you're right, it did start all the way back in May when we did this, when you came in and talked about it. Has it accomplished what you wanted to accomplish?
It's pretty much accomplished it. I think like the first year of any kind of event like this, it was a little slow to start, but we've done pretty well every month. Maybe not quite as many people as we might have wanted participating, but I think as far as awareness, we've gotten the word out. We've been partnering with Brattleboro Area Subaru, and they've been sharing our posts on Facebook. Brattleboro Savings and Loan has been helpful in that way. So we've really gotten the word far and wide about Brattleboro Area Hospice. And that's also, of course, a goal.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is a situation where, and I've had Joanna Reuter come on and talk about the advanced planning, just one faction of what you do at hospice, and I think it is a situation where people may not be aware of all the different services that hospice provides.
Exactly. Brattleboro Area Hospice is a little different and unique in that we're a volunteer hospice, meaning that all the services that we do via volunteers. We have volunteers who work with people and their families at the end of life when they're dying. We have volunteers who work with people when they're grieving. I think in America, we're not very good about openly grieving. It's not really a part of our culture. We sort of have a stiff upper lip and try to push on. And really, I mean, grief is a real thing, and it's something that people should honor and respect. We have some grief groups that people attend. And as you said, we have Taking Steps Brattleboro, which is an advanced care planning initiative, and volunteers sit with people and help them do advanced directives. We're completely supported by the community. 60 to 70% actually comes through revenues from the Experienced Goods thrift store, which is our store, which is amazing. Without Experienced Goods, we would not exist. And the rest comes from fundraising events and donations. We really appreciate Brattleboro Subaru being a partner with us, and Carmen can tell us a little bit more about Share the Love. Things like this make our work possible.
Yeah, let's obviously, Andrea, Carmen said that Subaru has been supporting this over the months, but you guys pick different organizations each month for this Share the Love campaign that Subaru offers, right?
Yeah, definitely. Just to give a little bit of a primer on it, Subaru of America has been doing this for a while now. We've been really happy to be a part of it. Since the start, I believe they've donated, collectively $90 million to all sorts of national and local charities across the nation. Dealerships, national charities. We always decide to do at least one local charity, and we're really happy to have Brattleboro Area Hospice. They provide just such an invaluable service to, the Brattleboro area and the bordering New Hampshire. So southeastern New Hampshire towns? Mm-hmm. Yep. And, just helping families through, their transition and, through the grieving process. But
so what are the details for this month, the Share the Love campaign? How is Subaru involved?
Anytime that you buy or lease a car, $250 is going to be donated to the charity of your choice. And, we definitely want to pump up, Brattleboro Area Hospice. We try to direct people towards that. But, it also includes the ASPCA, Meals on Wheels, National Parks Foundation, and Make-A-Wish.
Right.
As well, yeah.
So a lot of good organizations at a time when people are shopping for vehicles, right? I mean, the end of the year here, this is kind of like, I worked at an auto dealer right out of college. I mean, this is a time when people are actually thinking about buying cars.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the Christmas season. Why not buy a Subaru, right?
Get myself a gift. And winter season, you want that all-wheel drive.
Yeah. And the past few years, we just had such great success. Back in 2014, we donated $19,000 to Brattleboro Memorial Hospital. $26,000 was donated to Youth Services in 2015, and last year for Project Feed, we donated almost $30,000, and we want to surpass that this time with Brattleboro Area Hospice.
Yeah, well, and I wanted to ask you about this, and I'm glad you mentioned it. I mean, because I have noticed your name come up. I mean, we meet with a lot of organizations in this community, and all of them say, and Brattleboro Subaru is making us their Share the Love recipient, Brattleboro Hospice being the latest of many there. What is the motivation there? I mean, you could pick, like you said, national organizations, Susan G. Komen Foundation, American Cancer Society. There's a lot of worthy organizations out there on a national level. It's striking, it's noticeable that Subaru is picking these local organizations.
Well, we're just very, very community oriented. People that come into, our store, they do so much for us, and we really just want to return the favor. And plus, we just know that it's just the right thing to do. Besides this, all throughout the year, we sponsor hundreds of, local charities and organizations just because, we know that when we invest in our community, it just makes everything better for everyone.
Yeah, and it's been a great partnership, I know, for a lot of organizations out there, including Brattleboro Hospice. Now, you were just talking about all the services that you provided, Andrea. You did not mention the fact that people don't pay for these services.
Right. That was a big oversight. Everything we do absolutely free of charge, regardless of who you are, how much you make, where you live. We make it possible that people can have services. And it's not, I think our belief is that it's really not a time for people to be worrying about how are they going to pay for something. The wish of Brattleboro Area Hospice is that, the fundamental wish is that no one dies alone, and that we don't want to put a price tag on that.
Yeah, and all those services, you can find out more about them on the website, brattleborohospice.org, or I'm sure you'll be talking to people at the Brooks House Atrium on Friday and Saturday about it. I love that you chose the atrium to do this, and wondering if you can speak to that a little bit. Obviously, you have the Experienced Goods shop down at the Transportation Center, so you have a location right in downtown Brattleboro, but the atrium, why do it there?
Well, I think we see it as really just a central point in downtown Brattleboro. It's, the Brooks House, since it's been renovated, is such an amazing space. This weekend is Holly Days, and people come out and historically shop on that weekend. And I think we felt like being right in the heart like that, we can probably attract more people to just sort of pop in, browse, pick up a couple things, which is really our hope. The Brooks House, again, the renovation when they made the atrium, the entrance off Main Street is now where the original lobby was of the hotel. And it's just kind of, again, very centered to the community. And we felt like, what a better spot. It's also incredibly beautiful in there. I don't know if people have been in there, but it'll give you an opportunity to come in and just kind of look around and feel the spirit of that renovation, which is amazing for downtown Brattleboro.
Yeah, they've done a great job. It feels very airy in there, a lot of natural light. And so you basically just kind of have tables around the perimeter. How's it going to be set up?
It's actually, some will be, come in the entryway, will capitalize on every square inch. Our ideal would have been to have a larger space, but we thought, no, this space is perfect for us, so we're going to make it work. So there'll be, your way to work your way through. Obviously, the atrium will remain open to the public so people can pass through, but we hope you pass through and do a little shopping on the way. Yeah.
Carmen, what do you think? Can you fit a Subaru in that atrium at some point?
We can put a Subaru anywhere you need to.
You can put a Subaru anywhere. I was wondering, I was trying to picture the doors. I was like, I wonder if that's one of those places where you can put like the showroom kind of car in there. Maybe at another time, going to be plenty for people to shop during this pop-up shop at the Brooks House Atrium Friday evening during Gallery Walk. Can you give the Saturday hours again, Andrea?
The Saturday hours are 10 until 3. Friday is 5 until 8:30.
All right, and don't forget, if you're car shopping, the Share to Love initiative, $250 for each Subaru sold in the month of December going to Brattleboro Hospice. All the great work they do at no cost to people, but it does take the support of the community. I want to thank Andrea Livermore and Carmen D. Virgilio for coming on the show this morning. Good to see you both.
Thanks for having us.
Let's listen to that song again. Who was it? Give credits to the singers here on this.
Jenny Reichman and Eric Cutler did this piece. Both work at Experience Goods. They're Brattleboro Area Hospice employees.
Yeah, thank you
talented
so
staff.
much. They did it right here in the KVT studios.
They did.
A lot of fun. All right, back to wrap up this edition of Green Mountain Mornings after these messages.
Beauty to treasure and give with good cheer. Magic is everywhere this time of year.